Greetings, Japan fans. In today's show, we are going to be looking at the danger zone for leaders in this second year of the pandemic. Maishu, arigatou gozaimasu, and welcome back to the 7th year of the Leadership Japan series. I'm your host in Tokyo, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guy committed to your success, president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan, best-selling author, Japan Sales Master and Japan Business Master, my new book, Japan Presentations Master, will be ready in 2021. We are broadcasting around the world from Minato-ku in the center of Tokyo, the leadership capital of Japan. Now, this podcast brings insights, examples, and experience about leading in Japan, and trust me, it is different here. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. Now, we are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn. Unlike many other hosting organizations, Libsyn have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here's the daily lineup on iTunes. Monday is the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Tuesday, the Presentation Japan series. Every second Tuesday, the Business Touches in no Share Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan series. And every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcast Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show. Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. And before we get going, we're going to have the Japanese phrase of the day, which is nandemoidesu. Nandemoidesu. For example, if someone asks you, what would you like to have for lunch? And you say, yeah, look, anything will be fine. Anything, I'm good. I can go for anything. Anything's fine. Nandemoidesu. 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 What do you like to drink? I'm fine. I can have everything. Nandemoidesu. Nandemoidesu. What would you like to do from now? I'm good. Anything. Anything's good. Nandemoidesu. 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 Now, this officially starts the Kafunsho season for me in Japan. Actually, yesterday started. I was all set to do the recordings yesterday, but eyes watering, nose running, continuous sneezing, headache, absolute turmoil. Could not record a thing. Had to give up and come back today and try again. So this will now allow me to join all those other Japanese pollen sufferers out there as we go through the Kafunsho, the allergy to pollen season, which usually for me goes right through to May, which is a real pain. So February, March, April, May, here we go, 4 months of hell coming up. And my sympathies go out to my fellow sufferers out there in Radio Land who are also Kafunsho sufferers. So let's all hang in there and see if we can come out of the other end of this in one piece, if possible. Now, this is episode number 398, and today we're talking about the year 2 COVID danger zone for leaders. COVID-19 popped up out of nowhere in January 2020, and we began following the news reports about this mysterious virus coming out of China. We'll remember the SARS area and how Japan had sailed through that pretty well. We weren't particularly worried and expected Japan would just sail through this one too. However, around the middle of February, our clients started postponing scheduled in-house training. This is when we realized COVID-19 was a serious issue. We had public classes scheduled too, and at our own volition, worrying about people's safety, we decided to postpone them. We also said to our team to work from home. If they had to come to the office, they could do so, but try to come in late to avoid rush hour trains and go home early for the same reason. On March 3rd, we had a socially distanced, mask-wearing town hall. This was the last mass gathering of the clan to date. We were able to piggyback on our American colleagues' 10 years of experience delivering live online training, and we pivoted across to remote delivery of our content. For the first time in my career, I was leading a remote team with a single person in each location, some working from a desk, others from their kitchen table, couch, or the kotatsu, the low table typical of many Japanese homes where you sit on the floor. I went out and bought a whole swag of headsets for everyone. Actually, when I got to the electronics store, I realized I wasn't the only one thinking like this because the shelves were pretty much stripped bare. I kicked myself for not being sharper and speedier about the new necessities. Fortunately, we all had laptops, so we could work from anywhere. We had previously considered moving our server to the cloud, and it was then that I regretted we hadn't taken that step at that time. I wanted to keep the team together, so we transferred our morning chore day or morning meeting online. We call it the Daily Dale. And I made it the rule you have to dress for work, regardless of whether you are working from home or not. You also have to come on camera. I require this so we can keep an eye on everyone in case some people were becoming withdrawn, isolated, being stuck at home all the time, or starting to withdraw. In our normal routine, by turn, we each lead everyone through the Daily Dale, covering the company vision, mission, values, etc. At 9 a.m, we do this every day to re-energize our why. We kept this going so that every day just about everybody could reconnect with each other. After a while, I realized we need to reproduce the chit-chat opportunities that you would get when you were working together in office. So we started Coffee Time with Dale at 3 p.m. every day for those who want to catch up informally with their colleagues. Find out more when we come back from the break. Today's show is brought to you by our public courses, but we also do custom in-house programs. We do these in Japanese, we do them in English, we do them in our super safe classroom, and we do them live online. Today's show is sponsored on the 19th of February in our professional leadership series by Performance Evaluation. On the 26th of February, another one in that series, we're doing the evaluation system and coaching. On the 5th of March, we're doing in that series delegation process. You can find out more about these programs at our website, enjapan.dalecarnegie.com. You can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. If you like learning by watching videos, we've got over 1,000 for you there at Japan Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. We're releasing 3 TV shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's a premiere business show in Japan, comes out every Monday, Tokyo time. Fridays, we have the Japan Business Master Show. Saturdays, we release Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders from SMEs all the way up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show. Now, get my new book coming up, Japan Presentations Mastery. That'll be ready early 2021. You can also get my previously published books, the bestsellers, Japan Sales Mastery, that's the Bible for selling on Japan, and you get Japan Business Mastery, both available on Amazon. Welcome back. I had 4 new staff start in January, just in time for the business to plummet and the team diaspora to commence. They had very little time in the office with their colleagues, especially in those all-important early days of starting with a new company. They needed lots of help on how to do things and where things were located. I found that leading a dispersed team was much more time-consuming than normal. I was the center of the wheel, and I had connections to my reports. But what was missing were the cross-spokes connecting them to each other. I found I had to spend time telling the others about aspects of conversations and decisions I had reached with their teammates. Of course, they wouldn't answer their phones, so I needed to call multiple times and leave messages. I also found that millennials in my team were not good with the phone. They don't check their messages. The whole chain of command was bogging down. Somehow, we have kept it all together so far. My concern is this situation is likely to last until the end of the year and beyond, with everyone working from home. I had scheduled another with full safety town hall for January 2021 just to get people together for some FaceTime after such a long time apart. The government then announced the lockdown, asking people to stay at home, so we cancelled the meeting. Isolation fatigue is a real thing in Japanese society, which tends to operate extremely well in group formats. The hairy-chested Aussie individualistic culture I grew up in may handle isolation and not seeing workmates much better than Japan does, because of the latter's group orientation. Many of my team are singles, cut off from family, friends and work colleagues. I keep telling everyone to schedule days off. Take some of your leave. You can't go anywhere, but at least you can sleep in, watch a movie, read a novel, anything which provides a break from the grinding routine of chasing revenues in a business depression. Do they do it? No. Being at home doesn't feel like a holiday. It is boring when that is all that is open to you. They are all strenuously hoarding leave days, waiting for the big breakout release when we can all travel again. Fine, up to a point, I get it. But I'm still worried about my team's mental health, so I keep pushing this take time off idea anyway. How long can this remote leadership go on? I know what happened over the last year, but what is going to happen this year? How do I keep people enthusiastic as the situation grinds us all down? Do I need to ramp up my communication and reach down more often to people, those on the front of the line? Do I need to schedule more regular town halls, get people together in a large socially distanced room for camaraderie and providing actual FaceTime, as opposed to only screen FaceTime? Do I need to mandate days to be taken off so people can sleep in or read their novel or watch some movies? Where are the cracks that are going to appear in this second year of our collective nightmare? How do I keep people virus-free by encouraging them to avoid contact with random people because they may be carriers of the virus? Do I need to increase my positivity much further to drive positivity in the team? What am I missing? Because my own world has become so diminished and small now. One thing is certain. This isn't going away for a long, long time, regardless of what various carefully coiffed cabinet ministers have to say. Do we have what it takes to get to the other side and have an intact business with a healthy, happy team? These are the big questions facing all of us as we lurch into year 2 of the pandemic. Thank you for joining the Leadership Japan series. If you found the program useful, please tell your family, friends and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. You can contact me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Go to our website, enjapan.dalecarnegie.com. Until the next episode, take what you thought valuable, put into action, because idea application is what makes winners winners. So be one of them. Remember, I'm your corporate coaching and training guy. I'm in your corner, committed to your success here in Nippon.